Hey there guys, this is 88 Shadow Angel here once again, and today I'm bringing you something that's somewhat controversial, yeah, in terms of Games Workshop miniatures, and that is of course Logan Grimnar on the Stormrider, and to me it's one of those models which I think a lot of people kind of put down because it is something different, and it's I suppose something a new idea, and obviously people don't like new ideas most of the time and all this but that's another point. Either way, I really like this model. It's something cool, and I kind of like a bit of different every now and then. And yeah, it's really nice to put together. It is really well built by Games Workshop, as this is refusing to sit properly. There we go. So it's going to come back around. And yeah, I really like how it looks, with the two Thunderwolves full pelt running on the front. The plates on the side with the shields depict some really great stories throughout the Space Wolf history. Grimnar looks great, who I'll look at in a bit more detail in a minute. And I've tried a few new things with this, in terms of trying a few new ideas for other projects, hopefully in the future. But I shall also talk about that in a bit more detail in a minute. So first of all, like I said, I'm going to remove Grimnar, who's magnetised on there, using magnets from somewhere called Spider Magnets off eBay. Really handy, and I'd like to thank Sam Wise Painting for the tip and everything for that. Now, where to start? So with this, like I said before, I really love the attention to detail that GW have done with their moulding of this, and I can just so as you can see, the shields and everything on the inside are really beautifully done. The stone in the middle as well, so this in here, all engraved with runes and the Great Wolf symbol, in which Grimnar stands on. The console itself is really well detailed as well, with sensor scanners and obviously all the dials, buttons and everything else. So let me just see if I can get you a bit of a better image of the side plate in a minute. So if I focus, come on. There we go. So as you can see on the side, you've got the wolf attacking what is a demon prince. Now there's a part of me that feels this is something to commemorate the Thousand Suns when they try to attack the Fang, but it could mean any of them really. So it gives, like I say, a really cool stories within just a small arc, and then you've got obviously different wolf lord patterns and things like this. Now this is what I was on about by saying I'm trying something a bit new, and this is for a possible Thousand Sun project in the future. Basically what I've done here is try to do a Thousand Sun style of red. So what this was basically painted silver first, so base is silver in here, and then 1 to 2 layers of blood for the blood god being used as a paint, which dries is really beautiful. If you know, well, if you've ever used it, you'll know how it dries. And then finally picking out the actual gold with Liberator, and I basically just wanted to see how the red looks over, or the blood for the blood god works over the silver, and it gives this really nice sort of mystical kind of red colour, or gemmed red, which is really, really nice. So just to give you a bit of a better look on the inside as well. So I've kind of dirtied it up a bit as well, so it looks like it's actually been stepped into off the battlefield and on and everything. And I love the incorporation of the actual stones. So all the runic bits in here, which says Fenris down the back, and all the ones in the circle on the outside. So yeah. So there you go, guys. So I'm gonna take this out for a minute, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to take a bit of a closer look at Grimnar. So actually, while I've got it, I might as well show you the other side. Just remember. So the other side, I do apologise. So the other plate is a wolf being attacked by the Tyrannid horde of some sort. Which is an ongoing battle between Space Wolves and Neds and all this, and it gives this really, really cool picture. So yeah, so as I said before, I'm going to come back in a minute and we're going to have a closer look at Grimnar. Right, so here is the big guy himself. This is the current Great Wolf of, well, Space Wolves, and that of course is Logan Grimnar. Definitely one of the older Wolf Lords. I think to serve for the Space Wolves, as well as very, very storied past, and very protective of the Legion or chapter. Has faced damnation many, many times, but has always pointed out the fact that the Space Wolves are much greater as allies than they would be than their would-be enemies against. So he's really stuck his neck out for the Space Wolves in his time serving as Great Wolf. He's definitely lived up to Russ's expectations, I think, is the best way of putting it, in terms of fluff. Now, the other side of that, obviously, in terms of game-based, it is an absolutely fantastic, brand new, somewhat brand new, plastic miniature for Grimnar. I much prefer this over the metal one, although I love the old metal one's pose. This one just has that really cool, great leader vibe about it. I mean, from the huge wolf cape that he's got, the wolf pelt cape that he's got coming off the top of the Terminator armour, to the golden wolf head on the top, to the axe of Mortis. Yeah. And just the armour in general. It's so beautifully detailed. So if I can just take you a bit closer in. So, as you can see, it has really beautiful detailings around his shin guards and things like that. So Great Wolf symbol on his left one, Terminator honours on there, the belt of Russ, which I'll come back to in a minute. So I've tried to kind of keep with a very traditional vibe for Grimnar, because obviously he's such an important character. The only thing I changed was I didn't want to do that sort of grey blue armour that Space Wolves are known for at the moment, because I can't stand it. So I've gone with my slate grey colouring and things like that. Talking about the Belt of Rust now, it's convenient on show. I've kept a very traditional vibe with this, which is the yellow wings with the red outer lining, which is usually saved for the Belt of Rust. I don't know why, but I wanted to kind of just break up the fact that golds aren't massively dominant with these guys. The shoulder pads I've kept obviously with fluff, which are black with the white wolf on the middle, and the beautiful runes for Grimnar that actually say Grimnar across the band there and things like that. And the new face sculpt. The new face sculpt is absolutely beautiful. You can actually see the wrinkles and that in the forehead, and it looks like it's really scowling and really in mid like battle poses, battle face kind of thing, war face we'll call it, and things like that. As for the axe itself, you can see it coming around there. I love the fact that it's now got the cracked detail within it, and the really beautiful golden wolf heads, as they are painted. So I've painted them gold, really nicely detailed with the like third pelt bit coming down to really make that up. And yeah, the breastplate as well, which you can't see, you can just make it out. Looks really nice as well, really flowing in with the Great Wolf theme. With I think it's a wolf head with like two or three stars that it's kind of howling at. So it kind of goes with the shoulder pad and everything else. So it looks really grand. So like I say, the Grimnar model is absolutely beautiful. Personally, if you are just after the Grimnar model and not the Stormrider, then obviously I'd suggest going else for trying to find other ways to get hold of it. But personally, I like both, so I had to figure out a way of magnetising them so I could use both, etc., etc. So for me, I think it is worth what you pay for it. I think here in the UK it's like 36, but like I say, I'll get loads of use out of these, so because why not? And so yeah, so there you go, guys. It's not a quick look; it's a fairly long look at two really nice models that are put together really well. GW have done a really good job with actually sculpting and moulding, and actually being able to have them all obviously fit together. You don't get that many spare bits, so don't really look for spare bits in this kit, obviously. But all in all, yeah, there you go, guys. I've absolutely loved painting this the miniature. Tons of detail, and got some really nice knocks to Space Wolf heritage and things like that. And as for the fluff side of the Stormrider, I'll leave that to your criticisms. I just like the model. And so yeah, so there you go, guys. So that's the full look and things like that. Next up, I'm probably going to be showing a bit more Space Wolfy stuff because it's what I've been working on lately. And yeah, and I shall catch you again next time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing and commenting. Thanks for all the likes and follows over on Instagram and the Facebook page. And I shall catch you again next time. So stay safe and see you next time.